And last but certainly not least, number 10, is it unhygienic to lick your partner's bumhole?
Okay, well, coming back to microorganisms again, the skin around the anus is part of the genital, the genital system. It's an erogenous part of the body for people of all genders. And so licking the anus has been in practice forever, for as long as humans have been having any kind of sexual encounter. It's an enjoyable practice by some people, okay? So the hygiene aspect of it is about what are the kinds of microorganisms that you might become infected with if you do this. So it's a form of oral sex, if you like, to lick someone else's anus. So as far as STIs are concerned, all the ones that infect the genital skin, herpes and warts, they will also potentially be transmitted through analingus or licking the anus. So the same kind of principles apply there. But then, of course, the anus and the skin around the anus is naturally going to have, always have the presence of some of the bacteria that live inside the gut. And it's very likely that happens. And that's, for example, when we talk about, just digressing for 1 second, why in heterosexual encounters, young women can get urinary tract infections that come from the E. coli bacteria often, that comes out of the intestine, sits near their anus, somehow it sort of gets up into their urethra when there's a whole lot of friction. So E. coli and other bacteria that live in the gut can also be obviously swallowed if you're licking someone's anus, but actually they're not, those sort of healthy bacteria aren't really going to probably make you sick at all, even if you do swallow some of them. The ones to be concerned about are the pathogens that we know can cause infection. So hepatitis A, which is a virus. There's a bunch of parasites like giardiasis. There's salmonella and campylobacter, which are bacteria. Those cause infections of the gut. They can cause nasty gastroenteritis. So if somebody's got any kind of symptoms of that or might have that, then you should probably avoid having anal oral sex or analingus. But tips are just like cleaning the area really thoroughly. You can use dental dams as a barrier protection, washing out your mouth really well afterwards, probably with an antibacterial mouthwash. These are kinds of practices to minimize any transmission of an unwanted pathogen.
Perfect. Really well answered, Mel. And I guess the key point to take away from that is don't ever yuck somebody else's yum, because you just don't know what people are interested in. So that brings us to the end of answering the questions, and I think we're pretty much right on 11 o'clock. So we've done perfectly.
Amazing. Rush through that.
From Caddyshack, we'd like to say a really big thank you to everyone who's joined us online this morning, and a special big thanks to Dr. Melissa Kang, who's always been so willing to work with us and has been a wealth of knowledge. And we look forward to continuing our work with you and to celebrate the success of the book, Welcome to Your Period, and also once Welcome to Consent comes out. Just can't wait to see it hit the bookshelves, Mel. I'm so excited for you and Yumi.